Swizz. How are you doing tonight on this cold, cold night? How are you doing, Swizz?
I'm not quite frozen yet. Every time I look around, I can still move.
You know what, though? We really have to be grateful for this weather because it has been absolutely gorgeous, crazy fun, taking advantage of it. And you know what? If it's going to be cold for a couple days, no biggie.
We got to have a little bit of winter here, or there will be nothing left to keep the riffraff out.
Hey, I don't mind winter. I just want some snow. I really, if it's going to be cold, bring something down from the sky and let me have a little bit of fun in there doing some snow angels or whatever. Tromping around, making my own tracks.
When I fall down, I need something soft to land on.
What are you talking? Okay, now it's getting a little ridiculous. Sorry, everybody. Anyways, you know what? I don't know what you were doing, but last weekend I was at Cannonberry Down. They had the largest group of people out there supporting the Snow Cross. Levi was back in town, who had that world record of his jump. It was absolutely insanely
I heard about
fun.
a very long. Did you actually see him do that?
Yeah, on New Year's Eve. Yeah.
Oh my!
It was great. What were you doing?
On New Year's Eve, I was at Club Underground with the Grand Machine.
That sounds like fun.
It was lovely.
Speaking of, Happy New Year to everybody. There is really so much going on around town again. If you're looking for something to do, everybody is hanging out down at the Loop and down at Bootleggers and at 7, and everything has been going as far as like a normal, typical summer night. It's crazy because I always thought, in the wintertime people are going to be hibernating, so I'd always stay home. It's not true. So everybody's out having fun, and even though it's cold out, there are so many people running around downtown right now. Just be careful if you're driving, though, because no one's going to stop for anything.
Yeah, some of you have already missed the first big event of the year, which occurred at the 331 last Friday, when it was monk time. And most of you are going to have to look this one up. But if you go back as far as the mid-'60s, you will find in Germany a group of young men serving in the United States Army over there who formed a group that sort of became known as the Anti-Beatles. They put out a record. They pretty much disappeared before the end of the 60s. One of them came to live in northern Minnesota. In the intervening years, the music of the Monks has become somewhat of a holy grail type of thing. Once you discover it, you think you've got one of the big secrets. And there are a lot of people that think it was kind of the beginning of a whole lot of things that occurred since then. And last Friday, we got to hear monk music here in Minneapolis.
You're like a Cliffy
And there were
Craven.
enough people that came out to that I think, as it was said, next time we're going to have to look for a slightly bigger place. So keep your eyes peeled. It will, again, be monk time.
All right, just some ideas for people out there. Don't forget, obviously the wild game, but you know what I am really looking forward to is a swarm. There is a swarm game coming up that's called the Hives Care, and so if you're interested in being a part of that in April, we've got that going on. Also, with Treasure Chests, as you know, being a breast cancer survivor, there's going to be the Breast Dam Gun Show in town, taking place in Robbinsdale. So that will take place in February, it sounds like, with the Minnesota Valkyrie, which is the women's professional lingerie football team that will be there. And then in April, I'm absolutely thrilled to announce that I am 10 years breast cancer free this year. And so on behalf of Treasure Chest, we are going to have quite a big deal taking place at the XL. And it's very humbling to speak to you and think that 10 years have passed. And with that, tonight is another anniversary of mine that I just wanted to thank God for. 3 years ago, hit head-on in a car crash with a brain injury, recovered fully after year and a half with Sister Kenny Brain Institute. Thank you to the team of doctors out there to help me with everything. And honestly, I feel very blessed not to feel any of the ribs. You'd
hardly notice it to hear her now.
It feels so weird. I think there's a greater purpose here. And speaking of purpose, is tonight to be here with the Dropsteppers is really cool. They're here tonight, but then they're gone to Chicago, and then they're coming back in February. You can't miss this, because when they are in town, that's when you have to see them. It's like you miss them, and you're like, okay, finally they're back here.
A lot of stuff has been going on, and you're going to hear more about that, but grab onto this one while you can, because it's far too likely they will be taken from us all too soon. I walked in, and it's one of those wonderful nights. It's very cold outside, but I walk in, and I hear ska and reggae coming out of Studio A. That's a very good night already. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome, with Kelly,
the Dropsteppers. Thank you so much. 2012, here we go.
Don't want you to cool me down, no, 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 no. Hey, my soul, it gotta burn out of. Don't give me no water. Don't want you to cool me down, no, 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 no. Here we go. So I went to Santa City, lost my lady. Hey, I was real tired up. Out there, found a fire burning in my soul. Oh, time I'm saying, you gotta stop playing all these games that you do. And boy, better listen to what you told. My soul, it gotta burn out of. Don't give me no water. Don't want you to cool me down, no, 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 no. Hey, my soul, it gotta burn out of. Don't give me no water. Don't want you to cool me down, no, 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 no. So now we're gonna get back with a newfound feeling. Drop stepping in the scene. We'll get that fire burning in your soul. Summer starts seeding and the music starts beating. Doing the jams that we do, and we'll get that fire burning in your soul, yeah. 'Cause my soul, it gotta burn out of. Don't give me no water. Don't want you to cool me down, no, 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 no. Hey, my soul, it gotta burn out of. Don't give me no water. Don't want you to cool me down, no, 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 no. So now they're sending me upstairs, right back where I'm from. They said don't do no messing around. Whole time saying you gotta stop playing all these games that you do. And boy, better listen to what you do. Oh, yeah. 'Cause my soul, it gotta burn out of. Don't give me no water. Don't want you to cool me down, no, 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 no. Yeah, my soul, it gotta burn out of. Don't give me no water. Don't want you to cool me down, no, 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 no. Yeah, my soul, it gotta burn out of. Don't give me no water. Don't want you to cool me down, no, 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 no. Yeah, my soul, it gotta burn out of. Don't give me no water. Don't want you to cool me down, no, no, no. Next one is a brand new one. This song is called Darker Side of Gray. Living in a new to make a little money for my own, for a fair living. But I know that I'm best alone, 'cause the way I feel right home, the darkest I feel, the darkest I feel, living in a new world, living in a cruel world, but every night looking for someone for my life, share the love I've been feeling, but I know that I'm best alone, 'cause the way I feel right home, the darkest I feel, the darkest I feel, living in a new world, living in a new world. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Living in a new world, living in a new world, living in a new world, living in a cruel world.
This next one's called Extraordinary Woman.
I'm finding out that you're that somebody better. I'm finding out that life may never be the same. And I know that she will give me love if I let her. And she told me that this life is more than just pain. Well, this time it's hesitance, I must refrain. 'Cause it's the evidence that says she ain't the same. I'm learning that sometimes there ain't no rhyme or reason. I'm learning that this love grows stronger by the day. And I know that she can give me more than just a feeling. And the only thing is love that will remain. This time it says hesitance, I must refrain. 'Cause it's the evidence that says she ain't the same. So I gotta give you thanks, extraordinary woman. Right out of the blue, you take me away. Yes, I gotta give you thanks, extraordinary woman. Right out of the blue, you take me away. Hey, yeah. know that I can move past my tribulation. And the only thing is love that will remain. This time it's hesitance, I must refrain. 'Cause it's the evidence that says she ain't the same. So I gotta give you thanks, extraordinary woman. Right out of the blue, you take me away. Yeah, yes, I gotta give you thanks, extraordinary woman. Right out of the blue, you take me away. Hey, gotta give you thanks, extraordinary woman. Right out of the blue, you take me away. Yes, I gotta give you thanks, extraordinary woman. Out of the blue, you take me home. Oh, you take me away. Yeah, yeah.
Just looking you guys all in the eye. When I was little, in music class, they had us listen to different songs, and we had to pick out every single instrument that we could hear. And I remember thinking to myself at that young age how much I love music and how I could hear certain things. I didn't know exactly what it was, so I'd have to investigate and ask questions and say, did you hear that little chicka chicka chicka, or the dun 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 dun, that whole part? So now, I know I'm like the next American horrible Idol there with that little da-da-da-da, but I just wanted to let you know that it's so fun as an adult to hear a band like yours and to close my eyes for a minute and look up and see you guys all just meshing together. That was a lot of talking a little bit, but you guys are really, really great live. So you guys have to see these guys, the Dropsteppers. Go to their website for sure. So, okay. Who are you? You've been together for 10 plus years. Tell us a little bit about your band, what you're most proud of, and how you describe it so we can get some people that haven't been there yet to come on out.
Well, the band is called the Dropsteppers. We formed in January 2010, so right now we are celebrating 2 years on the map. I'm Tom McDowell. I do vocals and rhythm guitar. Albert Perez over there, he helped start the band with me back in like 2009, late 2009. Plays lead guitar. Doug Otto and the Getaways. He's on the Hammond organ over there.
Yeah, Hammond, I gotta
Yeah,
love
man.
that.
Eric Struve, he is on bass. Chris the Shadow Gray on drums, and Paul Perez on auxiliary percussion. Albert and Paul are brothers.
Drums, he has 2 of them, you will notice. And I like that too.
Usually you talk, so I was waiting for you, but I can totally do this whole interview if you want me to.
I hear, this reminds me of listening to the radio when I was a kid, and somehow or other on Top 40 radio, we got this thing called The Israelites by Desmond Decker
Yeah,
and the
man.
Aces.
Hell yeah, brother.
And you guys, do you consider yourselves to be sort of mining the classical type, the classic feel of that vintage, that type of reggae?
Yeah, Jamaican music played a huge role in starting this group. You know, big fan of Lloyd Charmers, Jackie Matu, Alton Ellis, Delroy Wilson, all the Jamaican greats, but not saying that we don't take from other influences like Elvis Costello or The Clash or whatever comes our way. You know, Tim Armstrong with Rancid, he had a nice project. So we take those elements and some modern stuff, some vintage Jamaican stuff, and just make it our own.
You're right.
Like they've been noticed too, because if you did hear that talk too, it sounds like you guys have this label now, and that you
Yeah.
have like a new CD that you've been putting out, talking about promoting, and just where you're going with this in the next couple of years. I think I asked you that question right beforehand. Why don't you tell everybody how, like, I really, you guys are in the prime of it and just going stronger.
It's been an exciting few months, it sounds.
It has. It has. We just celebrated our album release October 21st at the Nomad World Pub. We're on Megalith Records. The album is called Get Up In It by the Dropsteppers. And Rob with the Toasters, Rob known as Bucket. It's his label, and they've been a ska band since like '81. And we signed with their label about a year ago and started working on
Are
this
you
project.
happy with them and vice versa?
Yeah, it's been a great relationship. Just emailing with them today about some things. So
I'm
It
glad to
should
hear
be
that.
because you just told me beforehand, this whole group was talking about how you guys just were the top 7
there's a show out in St. Louis. It's called Ska's the Limit. It's hosted by a guy named J.J. Loy. And this is the longest running ska show. So if you're into ska music, if you appreciate reggae music, you like old school soul music, it's a great show. It's on Saturday nights, St. Louis, and he takes 10 artists that he likes, that he celebrates their album for 2011, and he chose us as number 7. So we're grateful, very grateful for that. You know.
So cool. I'm gonna
That's
keep
not
moving
bad on
for a
your
second.
first record.
Not gonna lie, it's all right.
All right, over here. Tell me, and I'm gonna just do some impromptu, just a little bit. Watching you guys, obviously you have family members, but it just seems like you're all family. What's the best part about being with this group?
I've had the best experience on the road with these guys, just kind of spending lots of time running around, talking crazy in the van, getting to go on vacation for, get to break even or come home with a little bit of scratch. That's been probably my favorite part.
And just so you know, behind the scenes, and you can get to know these guys when you do see their show, he is total water. So if there's anything going on, he's like, just chill, and it's all good. We're fine. I'm looking at him going, that's the type of guy you just want to, have in your cell phone to say, all right, I'm freaking out right now. And he'd say, hey, just relax. It's going to be good.
It's all cool, dude.
All right, I'm going to jump back here. Why? Okay. The terminology, I've never ever tried to act like I know it, like Cliffy Clavin here, but why do you only have this? Because I have been hosting the show for a while, and it seems like all the drummers love to bring in all their toys, and you only brought in a couple of yours. What's going on?
Well, I figured I could just get it done with simple, smaller.
That's all you need.
That's all I needed for tonight.
Have you, in your drumming career, owned the really big monster kit?
Yeah, it's kind of funny. I've never really gotten into a huge, gigantic kit. I've always pretty much kept it small and simple. Bigger than this, but not much bigger.
That's why they think they call him the Shadow. Now I get it, right? I mean, no, I'm not trying to be funny, but although I am kind of funny. But so the Shadow would be that you like the music. If you don't need to do it, why do it? Because if you can get away with the sound you're making with just this, I can't even imagine what would happen if I surrounded you in a big circle full of drums. You would probably still only use what you needed anyway, right?
Yeah, I mean, if I get a huge drum kit, I just end up not using it all. So
I love
It's a
these
lot of
guys, I'm
extra
not gonna lie.
cartage for not much bang.
Move.
And if Charlie Watts and Buddy Rich can get away with a little tiny kit, why not everybody?
Scoot over there. Let's go. We got to get these guys playing some more.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going then. If
You
you're
go.
going to breathe like that,
I
you know
don't
how that drives
Ask-
me crazy.
Yeah, ask
He
him,
takes these
where
deep
did that,
breaths.
where
It
did
seriously
that bass
drives me
come from,
berserk.
and how long have you had that?
I've had this for about maybe a year or two.
You just got that.
I got it from Encore Music
Yeah.
on Lindale, 24th. Good store. They always have a bunch of stuff in piles. This is actually just on the top of a pile of guitars without a case.
You got lucky.
Yeah, and I played it and I liked the sound of it, so I bought it.
You
I'm
can't
happy.
make this stuff up. This is so fun.
You
All
know,
right.
it's not the instrument. It's the guy using the instrument.
The best dancer in the band, I just want to introduce, is right here. That's why he has all this space. So when we go to like the big, huge screen, just watch. He'll use all the space, and if he even comes over a little bit, he'll make sure he goes all the way over and just kind of bounces. You have to have some room.
You can't get in my space here. I got a little ring happening here, So.
and sharp dresser. So tell me about yourself. When did you start to play? And do you have a favorite song on the album?
I like most of the songs. I like all of them, actually. Let's get it. The last one,
the
actually,
diplomat of the band, too.
The newest one that we played, Darker Side of Grey, is probably, it's not on the album, but it's been my favorite up until this point, probably.
Sounds like an opportunity for the next album then. Yeah, Hook, line, and sinker, like the way you think. And we have right over there.
When we lose you, in other words, when you become big famous stars touring the world, will this turn into a B3 with two Leslies?
Yeah, maybe.
I have no idea what they're talking about.
A better chance, that scenario would, But yeah, we'll see. One step at a time here.
Is it a good B3 sound? It's
I
a
think
Hammond.
This is a great organ, yeah. The SK1 here, it's actually Tom's keyboard, so I'm not too familiar with it. It's the first time I've ever played it on a gig tonight, so.
All right.
Step by step,
Okay, okay.
But yeah, I think I'm happy with it. Yeah, I think it's great. Manual drawbars.
True. It looks like an old-fashioned. You've got stops.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you ever do anything? Is this what your main instrument is, or do you do other instruments?
Yeah, I'm primarily a singer, is what I went to music school for and stuff. But then the standard singing guitar, and that kind of led to, getting into the piano and stuff like that. So, try to
I love it.
So do you play a lot of? Do you do a lot of different things? Say on the album.
I do just a little bit of the backups. Chris and Paul and Tom are doing most of the vocals, so I'm doing a little bit. I think there was one line where I had to do, but not a whole lot. So.
All right, let's get this going too.
I know.
You know what? There's only so much time for the music.
To you guys, and thank you for bringing this all in here, because with the advent of winter, it's lovely to have something warm and toasty.
All right.
Check out Doug Otto and the Getaways tonight at Mayslacks.
Indeed.
They'll be there.
Run straight
They'll be there
from your
at,
TVs.
10 o'clock until 2 a.m. That's Doug's group playing a whole bunch of Delta blues.
Yay! We're
Go,
going
go.
to
Let's
get
get 'em
them
to play,
going
'cause
again.
there's
Ladies
only
and
so much time.
gentlemen,
Let's go, go, go.
check it on the internet. Also, Saturday, it's the Magnolias release party at the Ritz. Right now, it's the Dropsteppers.
On the low, I got no inspiration, got no concentration, 'cause you. And I think how things could have been different, hoping that someday I'd change the mood. So I sit and I got no bottle of liquor, knowing nothing's gonna bring you to my side. And I wish that I could just reach out, but I got just too much foolish pride. Foolish pride. You got me losing my mind, yeah, foolish pride. Like any man, foolish pride. Somebody throw me a line, my foolish pride can't make you understand. Oh, 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 oh. No letting go. I got resentment spending, and I'm out of any point to prove. And I think how things could have stayed different, hoping that someday I'd change the mood. So I walk right down this road all alone, knowing nothing's gonna bring you to the side. And I wish that I could just reach out, but I got just too much foolish pride. Foolish pride. You got me losing my mind, yeah, foolish pride. Like any man, foolish pride. Somebody throw me a line, my foolish Somebody throw me a line, my foolish pride can't make you understand. Oh, oh, hey, if you want to make your woman happy, there is something you can do. The answer's plain to see. Just hold it in. Then you may think she don't love you no more. You got to try or she'll walk right out that door. The answer's plain to see. Just hold it in. Here we go. Hold it in. Don't let it out. Hold it in. And she will shout, yeah. Hold it in. No, you cannot let it go. And this is all you need to know. And it may be a little odd at first, but keep it up and you're gonna quench your thirst. The answer's plain to see. Just hold it in. Here we go. Hold it in. Don't let it out. Hold it in. And she will shout, yeah. Hold it in. No, you cannot let it go. And that is all you need to know. much. And you tell me that I drink too much. But baby, why's it gotta be rules? 'Cause baby, I'm a hot mess when I'm with you. And I don't want no one else, I just want you. Baby, I'm a hot mess when I'm with you. So what am I gonna do? Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Baby, I'm a hot mess when I'm with you. And I don't want no one else, I just want you. Yeah. Baby, I'm a hot mess when I'm with you. So what am I gonna do? Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Said she don't want to see me around. I got one last look, then she's gone. The woman said that she's leaving, now this down. Well, I'm still wondering what went wrong in this shanty morning view. I'm so lost when I'm not with you. Inside I know I'm losing something true. In this shanty morning view, I'm so lost when I'm not with you. Nobody's ever made me feel so blue. How will I see you through? Oh, what a bomb, woman got herself a man. While I wallowed in this pain, but I keep moving on, start myself a band. I sing my song at the window frame in this shanty morning view. I'm so lost when I'm not with you. Inside I know I'm losing something true. In this shanty morning view, I'm so lost when I'm not with you. Nobody's ever made me feel so blue. How will I see you? And I lie awake and I think of you, yeah. And all the pain you put me through, yeah. So tell me what's a man to do? No, I can't go on. I don't want no one new in this shanty morning view.
We're concluding pretty soon with our show, but we have a couple little surprises for you. But before we go to some video footage, I just wanted to say it has been such a pleasure to have you boys in here. I want to also thank our sound guy, our camera crew, our executive producer, and everyone behind the scenes. They're going to be playing one more song, but after that, we're going to roll in some footage of Papa John Kolstad from about 7 years ago.
It's been a while. This was the benefit for Bill Larson. Bill.
Yeah,
Bill Hinckley and Judy Larson, which when Bill became sick some time ago, there was a grand gathering of all of the folk from the old West Bank days.
I have something really important to say. And I just really want to, whichever camera's on me, I want to just talk out there. You know, with all the government stuff going on right now, I really want to make it very clear that TC Muzique is a family. And if you've been tuning in, even occasionally, you know that you are part of that family. And if you own a business and you want to be a part of sponsoring this TV show, if you're a band and you want to be a part of this, if you are a venue and you want to be a part of this, I need for you to get a hold of myself or Swizzo or Art Roy right here. And the reason why is we just want to keep this thing going. And with all the budget cuts, if I don't say something right now, and if you think about me or what this message says, not that you don't think about me, hang on, that came out completely wrong. If you think about what we stand for here, behind the cameras, behind the tables, behind everything here, the sound system, you have to understand that we love what we do and we love to bring on groups like this, but we need you. And we never ever do this, but I just want to say, get a hold of us, sit down with us, let's talk. Okay, let's do this. Let's end this show and have them sing one more song.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Dropsteppers.
We'll come out too.
Let's go bring it on home to you. Thanks, TC Muzique.
Come on, baby, let your hair on down tonight, yeah. Hey, yeah. Come on, sugar, gotta move that body right, yeah. Hey, yeah. Let the music take you under control. Hey, yeah. The way you're looking, gotta let that body show, yeah. Hey, yeah. I know a place where we can go. They got good music, they got it all. We'll have a good time, that's all we do. Stay up late and I'ma bring it on home to you. Come on, honey, don't drink your night away, yeah. Hey, yeah. Come on, darling, hurry up, the group's about to play, yeah. Hey, yeah. The blaze is jumping, yeah, it's jumping till 1:45. Hey, yeah. So don't you worry, gotta do what you gotta do, yeah. Hey, yeah. 'Cause I know a place where we can go. They got good music, they got it all. We'll have a good time, that's all we do. Stay up late and I'ma bring it on home to you. Thank you very much, TC Muzique. We are the international renowned Dropsteppers. Don't forget to get up in our CD. Get up in it. Knock out on the keys.
Thank you. Also, Dave Madsen on the bass. I didn't get to say his name. Clint Hoover on the harmonica. Sam Fisk over here on the trumpet. Dino Michelson on the jazz guitar. And I'm the old man, the papa. So we're going to slow it down and play a beautiful ballad here called If I Had You.